The call came at 10:47 a.m., sharp, deliberate, like everything she did. "Hi, dear," her voice cooed through the receiver. "Just wanted to ask, how were the chocolates?" I was standing by the window, the morning light cutting through the blinds in perfect clinical lines. My reflection looked calm enough, controlled. "They were good," I said. "My wife ate them all." Silence. Then a sound, a soft, sharp inhale. Her voice trembled when it came back. "What? Are you serious?" I didn't answer. I didn't need to. She tried to laugh it off, a fragile, stuttering sound that cracked halfway through. I let her linger in that discomfort, 5 seconds, maybe 6, before I ended the call. 2 minutes later, my phone rang again. This time, it was my wife. Her name pulsed on the screen like a warning. When I answered, her voice was tight, brittle. "What did you say to my mother?" I watched the condensation trail down the refrigerator door. It looked like something melting, slow, irreversible. "Just told her the truth," I said. Her breath hitched. Then the silence returned, heavy and electric. I could almost hear her thinking, calculating. And that's when I knew. The chocolates weren't just chocolates. The box had arrived yesterday. Neat, ribboned, refrigerated overnight, the label said. Imported truffles, handmade, her mother's signature touch, classy, indulgent, precise. My wife placed it on the counter, her smile careful. "Mom really likes you this year," she joked, though her eyes didn't match the words. She kept glancing at the box all evening, like it was watching her. When I offered to open it, she said, "Later." Later never came. By midnight, the chocolates were gone. Empty box in the trash. No trace. Not even the receipt. I remember her hand trembling when she threw the wrapper away. Her lips looked pale under the kitchen light. I thought it was guilt. Now I know it was panic. The next morning, when her mother called, everything clicked into motion. That tremor in her mother's voice, it wasn't surprise, it was fear. Something had been in those chocolates, something that wasn't meant for me. I didn't confront her, not yet. Instead, I watched. For 3 days, she was unusually affectionate. Touches that lingered too long, meals cooked too carefully. Every word, every gesture wrapped in something artificial. By the 4th night, I checked her phone. Old messages deleted, but fragments remained in the backup, enough to trace the pattern. "Don't worry, he'll never find out. It'll look natural. Just make sure he eats them." There were names, numbers I didn't recognize, a florist, a pharmacy, one labeled V. I followed the trail. The pharmacy sold more than medicine. Behind the counter, a clerk remembered her. She asked about sedatives, he said. Said her husband was having trouble sleeping. I smiled, thanked him. That night, I checked the trash. The chocolate box had been crushed, but one foil wrapper was still intact, pressed flat, stuck under the bin's rim. I took it, sent it to a lab through a friend in food inspection, no questions asked. While I waited for the results, I played the part. Loving husband, unknowing fool. I kissed her forehead before work, held her hand at dinner, watched her smile with rehearsed ease. But every time she laughed, I could hear her mother's voice replaying in my mind. "Are you serious?" As if the world had just tilted sideways. The report arrived in a sealed envelope. No signature, just a single sheet. Traces of zolpidem, diphenhydramine, and a mild sedative compound not commercially available. The dosage was low, sublethal, enough to incapacitate, not kill. Not meant to end me, just to test me. That night, I placed the report on the kitchen table, sat across from her as she came in. She froze when she saw the envelope. Her smile cracked. "What's this?" she asked. "Something you might want to explain." Her fingers shook as she opened it. She read. then reread. The color drained from her face. "You went through my things?" she whispered. "No," I said. "I went through your lies." For a long moment, she didn't breathe. Then her mask broke completely. Tears, real ones this time, slid down her cheek. "It wasn't supposed to happen like this," she said. "Mom said—" "Don't," I interrupted. My voice was low, cold. "Don't give her the credit. You made your choice." She looked at me, her lips trembling, searching for mercy. There wasn't any left. The next morning, I called her mother. She answered immediately. "I can explain." "No need." I kept my voice calm, surgical. "I just wanted to let you know," I said, "that your daughter's fine. She didn't manage to poison me. The chocolates melted before she could finish the job." Silence. Then the faint sound of someone gasping for air. "She didn't mean to." "Save it," I said. "You should have told her what was in them. Or maybe you did." I hung up before she could finish. When I turned, my wife was standing in the doorway, eyes swollen, face pale. "You called her," she said. I nodded. "She deserved to know you failed." Her voice broke. "What are you going to do?" I walked past her, picked up my jacket. "Nothing," I said. "You already did it to yourself." She reached out, but I stepped away. I left her there, frozen, unraveling, surrounded by the ruins of her own deceit. I moved out that night. No shouting, no explanations. Just a key left on the counter beside the empty chocolate box. The air outside felt clean, cold. I thought about how she must have waited, night after night, imagining me taking that first bite. How her mother must have smiled at the thought of getting away with it. But they both forgot one thing. Poison only works on the trusting. And I stopped being that a long time ago. Now, when people ask why I don't like sweets, I just smile. Bad experience, I say. And I mean it. Some gifts melt on their own. Others, you just have to let burn through the people who sent them.